Hey there, travel junkies and maple syrup enthusiasts. Buckle up, because we're about to take a wild ride through the glorious wonderland known as Canada. Yeah, Canada. Forget those cheesy stereotypes about beavers and politeness. We're diving into the good stuff. Think luxury digs that would make a Kardashian jealous, food that'll make your taste buds sing "Oh Canada," and enough history to make a textbook weep. We're talking vibrant cities, breathtaking landscapes, and people so friendly, you'll want to bottle their niceness and sell it on the internet. Don't actually do that though, it's weird. Over the next 13 minutes, we're gonna be your sassy, slightly inappropriate tour guide, revealing the hidden gems and iconic spots that make Canada a must-visit destination. So grab your toque, polish your moose spotting binoculars, and prepare to have your mind blown wider than Niagara Falls on a sugar rush. This is Canada like you've never seen it before. You're welcome. Alright, let's get real for a second. Canada's got more luxury than a Drake album. Forget roughing it in the wilderness, unless that's your thing. No judgment here. We're talking about the kind of pampering that would make even the Queen say, "Ooh, that's fancy." Imagine waking up in a plush king-size bed, sunlight streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows, revealing a panoramic vista of the Canadian Rockies. Yeah, that's Banff National Park, baby. We're talking 5-star hotels with infinity pools overlooking turquoise glacial lakes where you can sip mimosas while admiring a moose casually strolling by. Don't worry, they're used to the paparazzi, tourists. But wait, there's more. Picture yourself on a private yacht, cruising through the breathtaking fjords of British Columbia's coast. The wind in your hair, the salty tang on your lips, a glass of champagne in hand, and maybe a pod of orcas swimming alongside for good measure. Talk about Instagram-worthy moments. So yeah, forget everything you thought you knew about camping and canoes. Canada's luxury scene is all about indulging in the finer things in life, surrounded by some of the most stunning natural beauty on the planet. It's the perfect blend of rugged and refined. Now listen up, high rollers and discerning travelers. Canada's got your number. We're talking private jet charters whisking you away to secluded wilderness retreats, where you can heli-ski down pristine slopes or cast a line in crystal-clear rivers teeming with salmon. And after a day of adventure, indulge in a gourmet meal prepared by a world-renowned chef, because why the heck not? Speaking of food, Canada's culinary scene is hotter than a maple syrup factory on fire. In a good way, of course. We're not just talking about poutine here, people. Although, let's be real, poutine is a national treasure. Think Michelin-Star restaurants serving up innovative dishes crafted with fresh, locally sourced ingredients, from farm-to-table feasts in rustic chic settings, to cutting-edge molecular gastronomy that'll make your head spin faster than a figure skater on ice. Canada's got something to tantalize every palate. And hey, if you're feeling adventurous, you can even try some traditional indigenous cuisine like bannock or wild game for a truly authentic taste of Canada. So ditch the sweatpants, pack your finest attire, and get ready to experience Canada in all its luxurious glory. Trust me, your Instagram feed will thank you. Alright folks, let's talk about the holy trinity of Canadian comfort food, poutine. Now I know what you're thinking, fries, cheese curds, and gravy sounds kinda basic, but trust me my friend, poutine is anything but basic. It's a culinary masterpiece, a symphony of textures and flavors that'll make your taste buds sing "Oh Canada" louder than a hockey crowd after a Stanley Cup win. Imagine this, crispy, golden brown fries, still steaming hot, piled high with squeaky, melt-in-your-mouth cheese curds, and then the piece de resistance, a rich, savory gravy, lovingly ladled over the whole glorious mess. It's the perfect combination of salty, savory, and satisfying, and it's guaranteed to cure what ails you. Hangover, poutine. Bad day at work, poutine. Existential dread, you guessed it, poutine. But here's the thing about poutine, it's not just a dish, it's a blank canvas for culinary creativity. Sure, you can get the classic version, and it's amazing, but don't be afraid to branch out and try some of the more adventurous variations. Pulled pork poutine? Yes please. Lobster poutine? Sign me up. Foie gras poutine? Well, maybe not for everyone, but hey, you do you. Now, while poutine might be the reigning king, or queen, let's be inclusive, of Canadian comfort food, it's just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to the Great White North's diverse and delicious culinary scene. From coast to coast, Canada's got something to tantalize every taste bud, from fresh-off-the-boat seafood to hearty meat dishes to sweet treats that'll make your dentist cringe. Worth it. Let's start on the East Coast, shall we? The Atlantic provinces are known for their incredible seafood. Think juicy lobster rolls, succulent scallops pan-fried to perfection, and creamy clam chowder that'll warm you up from the inside out. And don't even get me started on the oysters. Freshly shucked, briny, and bursting with flavor, they're like a little taste of the ocean itself. Moving on to Quebec, where French culinary traditions reign supreme. Get ready for rich, buttery pastries, decadent foie gras, and classic dishes like tourtière, a savory meat pie, and coq au vin, chicken braised in wine. And for dessert, maple syrup everything. Because let's be real, you can't go to Canada without indulging in some serious maple syrup goodness. Alright, let's talk about everyone's favorite topic, money. Specifically those sweet, sweet Canadian dollars you'll be flashing around like a boss. And trust me, you'll want to flash these bad boys because they're basically collectible art pieces. Forget boring old greenbacks. Canadian currency is colorful, it's high-tech, and it's got more history than your grandma's vintage Tupperware collection. We're talking vibrant hues that would make a rainbow jealous and holographic images that'll have you checking if you accidentally wandered into a rave. But wait, there's more. Did you know the Canadian dollar is also known as the loonie? No, seriously, it's because of the majestic loon gracing the $1 coin. And don't even get me started on the $2 coin, affectionately dubbed the toonie. It's like a loonie's cooler, slightly larger cousin. So ditch those crumpled bills in your wallet and get ready to embrace the wonderful world of loonies and toonies. Your wallet will thank you, and hey, you might even learn a thing or two about Canadian history while you're at it. Now you might be thinking, okay, these loonies and toonies are pretty snazzy, but what's the deal with all the random people and places on them? Well, my friend, those aren't just random doodles. They're iconic figures and symbols that represent the heart and soul of Canada. You've got your Queen Elizabeth, of course, keeping a watchful eye on her former colony. Don't worry, she's much friendlier in person, probably. Then you've got famous Canadians like Sir John A. Macdonald, Canada's first Prime Minister, looking distinguished as ever. And let's not forget the breathtaking landscapes and landmarks. From the majestic Rocky Mountains to the shimmering Northern Lights, each image tells a story about Canada's diverse beauty and rich heritage. So next time you're forking over some Canadian cash, take a moment to appreciate the artistry and history behind it. It's like carrying around a pocket-sized museum dedicated to all things Canada. You're welcome. Alright, let's talk about the real reason you're watching this video, the people. Because let's face it, stunning scenery is great and all, but it's the locals who can make or break a trip. And lucky for you, Canada is basically overflowing with the nicest, most welcoming people on the planet. I'm talking so nice, they'll apologize for accidentally bumping into you on the street. So polite, they'll hold the door open for you even if you're a solid block away. It's almost unnerving. Almost. But seriously, Canadians are known for their friendliness and hospitality. It's like their national superpower. Maybe it's the fresh air, maybe it's the maple syrup, or maybe it's just in their DNA. Whatever it is, get ready for a whole lot of smiles, friendly greetings, and maybe even a free hug or two. Don't worry, they're consensual hugs. Usually. Now, you might be wondering, what makes Canadians so darn friendly? Well, my friend, it's because Canada is like the United Nations of awesome. We're talking a multicultural mosaic with over 200 ethnic origins represented. It's a beautiful blend of cultures, languages, and traditions that creates a welcoming and inclusive atmosphere. From bustling cities to charming small towns, you'll find people from all walks of life, each contributing their unique flavor to the Canadian tapestry. It's like a giant potluck of awesome, and everyone's invited. So, whether you're chatting with a local barista in Vancouver or sharing a laugh with a fisherman in Nova Scotia, embrace the diversity and embrace the conversation. You never know what fascinating stories and perspectives you might uncover. Just be prepared for them to apologize profusely if you accidentally step on their foot. It's a Canadian thing. Alright, history buffs, buckle up. We're about to dive into Canada's past, and trust me, it's way more exciting than that time I tried to make pancakes wearing only a bathrobe. Think cobblestone streets, charming cafes, and architecture that'll make you say ooh la la, or oh Canada, whichever you prefer. Picture this. You're strolling through Quebec City, the only fortified city north of Mexico, with walls dating back to the 17th century. You can practically hear the clash of swords and the whispers of historical figures like Samuel de Champlain, probably gossiping about the price of beaver pelts back in the day. And hey, while you're there, don't forget to grab some poutine. I'm talking about crispy fries, squeaky cheese curds, and that gravy. Oh, that gravy. It's like a warm hug from a Canadian lumberjack, but without the beard burn. You're welcome. Next up, we've got Halifax, Nova Scotia, a city with a maritime history as vast as the Atlantic Ocean itself. From the tragic story of the Titanic to the Halifax explosion, this city has seen it all. But don't worry, they've also got amazing seafood chowder to soothe your soul after a day of exploring historic sites. Now I know what you're thinking. Ryan, Canada is huge. You can't just skip over the rest of the country, and you're right, I wouldn't dream of it. Let's jump over to the West Coast and visit Victoria, British Columbia, home to the iconic Empress Hotel. This place is dripping with history, and I'm not talking about the afternoon tea service, though that's pretty spectacular too. We're talking about the city's gold rush past, the indigenous cultures that have thrived here for centuries, and the stunning parliament buildings that'll make you want to run for office, or at least take a killer selfie. But hold on, we're not done yet. We gotta hit up Montreal, a city that's like the love child of Paris and New York, but with better bagels. Seriously, the bagels here are legendary. And while you're munching on those, be sure to check out the Underground City, a network of shops and restaurants that's basically a giant climate-controlled bunker. Perfect for Canadian winters, eh? And let's not forget about Toronto, the bustling metropolis with a skyline that'll make your jaw drop. From the CN Tower to the Hockey Hall of Fame, this city's got it all. Plus, it's the perfect place to catch a Broadway show, grab a bite in a trendy neighborhood, or just soak up the vibrant energy. Okay, let's talk about the real reason you clicked on this video, Canada's jaw-dropping natural beauty. We're not just talking pretty landscapes here, folks. We're talking about Mother Nature showing off like she's on a reality TV competition. And trust me, she'd win. First up, we've got the Rocky Mountains. Picture towering peaks, glaciers that sparkle like a disco ball made of ice, and turquoise lakes that are so blue they'd make even the Smurfs jealous. It's the kind of place that'll make you want to channel your inner Bear Grylls, but with less bug eating and more craft beer. Then there's Niagara Falls, a natural wonder so impressive, it's like Mother Nature's way of saying, boom, take that, rest of the world. You can take a boat tour, get soaked by the mist, and feel the power of millions of gallons of water cascading down. Just try not to think about that time I went over a waterfall in a barrel. Spoiler alert, it didn't end well. But wait, there's more. Canada's got more coastline than any other country in the world, so grab your swimsuit, or a wetsuit depending on the season, and let's explore. From the rugged shores of Nova Scotia to the surfer's paradise of Tofino, British Columbia, there's a beach for everyone. Now I know what you're thinking. Ryan, Canada's cold, right? And yeah, sometimes it gets a little chilly, but that's just an excuse to break out your best parka and embrace the winter wonderland. Think ice skating on frozen lakes, skiing down pristine slopes, and cozying up by a fireplace with a steaming mug of hot chocolate. But here's the thing about Canada, it's got 4 distinct seasons, each with its own unique charm. Springtime brings a burst of color as wildflowers blanket the meadows, while summer is all about sunshine, festivals, and soaking up those long summer days. And then there's autumn, my personal favorite. The leaves transform into a kaleidoscope of reds, oranges, and yellows, creating a scene so breathtakingly beautiful it's like stepping into a painting. It's the perfect time to go for a hike, indulge in some maple syrup treats, because when in Canada, and maybe even spot a moose or two. So yeah, Canada's got it all, mountains, oceans, forests, and enough natural beauty to make even the most jaded traveler say, wow. Just be sure to pack for all types of weather, because you never know what Mother Nature's got up her sleeve. Well folks, there you have it. A whirlwind tour of Canada, from its luxurious hotels and mouth-watering cuisine, to its friendly people and awe-inspiring natural wonders. We've covered a lot of ground, but trust me, we've only just scratched the surface. Canada is more than just a destination, it's an experience. It's a place where you can embrace adventure, indulge in delicious food, and create memories that will last a lifetime. So what are you waiting for? Pack your bags, grab your passport, and get ready to discover the magic of Canada. And hey, if you happen to see a guy in a red and black suit cracking wise and stealing syrup bottles, that's just me. Come say hi, or don't, I'm not your mother. But seriously, come visit Canada, you won't regret it.